Hello guys, Gent here with a new, different type of video that I'm going to be doing. I guess you could say it's formally a rant. So sometimes I'll do like little short rant videos and the like, so hopefully they'll be okay. And yeah, so let's just get started and let me just get my angry face on. Okay. Now the reason I wanted to make this video here is because if you recall back, I played this game called Blade and Soul. Yeah, Blade and Soul, the Korean MMORPG from 2012. And if you recall in my video at the very end of it, I made the joke that, hey, this game is from 2012, this thing should be more optimized, and all that jazz. What I didn't mention in that video was that that game actually only recently came to North America, like within the last month. So literally this year is when it came out. And it's been literally less than a month. Okay, now I want you to keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. From 2012, it's been out, and then it just recently came to America. The reason I want you to keep that in mind is because I'm thinking of another game that, interestingly enough, came out the same year as Blade and Soul. And do you know what that game is? That's right. No jokes, no bullshit, no anything. It's pretty much Phantasy Star Online 2. Sega, where the fuck is Phantasy Star Online 2 at this point? Blade and Soul, a game from 2012, was recently released in America 4 years later. And here we are 4 years later from when Phantasy Star Online 2 was released. And there's been like zero news on any sort of official English translation, official English release or anything. That's not good, Sega. That's really not good at all. Because I do apologize if I'm going to make this generalization. If there are fans of Blade and Soul, let me say this: I played the game, even though I made a lot of jokes about it, especially the intro, because I thought the intro was just so damn long. I did say it's a decent game. It's actually a very decent game. I love the art style. Gameplay is okay for the most part. And overall, it's decent. I play it a few times myself every now and then. Not stupendous, but it's decent. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all. Yet, here's Blade and Soul, which correct me if I'm wrong, maybe I just don't know this. I do apologize if I missed something about this. This is a game that I don't think a lot of people were asking for to be brought over here. Like I said, I could be entirely wrong. And if you want to comment me, note me, or say anything about that, please feel free to do so. I love any sort of opinion. I want to hear other people's opinions on the issue. But this is a game I felt that a lot of people didn't ask for, and then here it is, boom, in America randomly. And then here we have Phantasy Star Online 2. Which when it was first announced, I remember hundreds, I've seen thousands of people just clamoring, yes, a proper sequel to a great game, it's looking amazing, I can't wait for the official Western release. And then nothing ever came. Even though Sega said in 2013, hey, we're looking into, said in late 2012, hey, we're looking to bring this game to America, the West, in 2013, and here we are in 2016, and nothing is happening. Oh, no, wait, I take that back. Something is happening. They're gonna release Phantasy Star Online 2 for the PS4, still Japan exclusive, but there's a PS4 version now. Oh, goody, great. Sega, why? Why? There's people that have been asking for this game a lot more than they've been asking for Blade and Soul, I imagine. They've been begging for Phantasy Star Online 2 to be brought over. They've been begging on the streets. I've seen posts after posts. I've seen official fan sites, websites, all sorts of stuff. A lot of people want to play it the legit way. And I know what you're thinking. Jen, you can play it. If you get that little patcher thing, you can play the Japanese version just fine. And that's cool. I'm glad there's people that have worked around that so that other people from other countries can enjoy a product that should be released over here in a translated state by now. And basically what I'm feeling is that Sega, this is pretty much your last year to do this, because I mean you have some momentum. Like I said, you announced the PS4 version of Phantasy Star Online 2 for Japan, for the PS4, ride that momentum and just say, hey, look, okay, we finally have more official news on the official English version, a proper official English version of Phantasy Star Online 2. That's what they need to do. That's what you should do, Sega. But the sad thing is, I know they're not going to do it, even though it's going against like a lot of their recent principles. Like, if you remember a while back, there was a news story that said, hey, Sega laid off a bunch of people because they're trying to transition to the digital market, the digital PC market. And so far, they've been doing pretty decent at that. Like, if you go on Steam, they have a bunch of the old classics on there. They're starting to put like all the newer games on there as well. They have, you know, all the classic Sonics, some of the newer Sonics as well, Sonic Generations. They even have like a really awesome port, and I'll recommend this game if you've never played it, and especially this version, because the Steam version is very, very good. It's the Steam version of Valkyria Chronicles, but that's an entirely different story. Either way, Sega has been doing a pretty good job at porting games to the PC and all that, but then they have this cash cow, this MMORPG that has a huge following, and they're not bringing it over to the West. Sega, what the fuck? You need to fix that at this point, Sega. You have to bring it over here. We can't. You're such a big company, and there's people. You know, there's people that want to play that game. I imagine there's people that can like check all usernames and shit like that, and see, oh hey, this thing's actually come from America. I don't know. They're just checking that stuff. I imagine they can check that stuff, and they know there's people that want to play this game. And I don't know why they want to deny those people, because these people want to give Sega money to play their game. Yeah, I know, it's free to play and stuff like that, but I mean, I bet they'd be willing to spend stuff in the online store and stuff like that, the in-game store. I imagine there would be. I wholeheartedly 100% imagine if they made an official English version, people that would be playing the Japanese version would almost guaranteed switch over to the official English version, because they want to support things. They want to support the official, the official game, official versions and all that. It's just really irksome, Anyway, I've been going on for about 8 minutes now, but I think I made my little rant clear. Sega, you gotta start listening to your fans, please. Like, not even just on this, but even on other things as well. But this one is very damning and very striking, because, as said, Blade and Soul came out the same year as Phantasy Star Online 2, and that game came over here first. So Sega, at this point, what is your excuse? I'm super dead curious.